Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the obvious political path of destruction that we are on. Okay, so we got two factions: the Democrats, Republicans, leftists, rightists, however you want to divide them up, and they're both engaging in scorched earth tactics. Okay, so going back to April, May. The Trump's strategy was basically that he was going to run on a strong economy. So the the Democrats basically decided that, hey, that's really hard to compete with. So the coronavirus, which was probably real but not on the level that they made it out to be, probably was not the threat that they made it. But they took a gamble. They said that, what, Trump will never allow the economy to slow down because he's running on it. So what they say is, we're going to position this right so that we make Trump look like he cares more about the economy and getting reelected versus the health of the American people. So that's what they were pushing. And what happened was that Trump called their bluff. He said, "Fine, shut it down." He said, let it slow down. We'll shut down for 4 weeks. We'll extend it, whatever. And basically the Democrats were like, oh, crap, what are we going to do now? So then the situation with the riots came up. And again, the Democrats took the same scorched earth approach. And they said, what, if the cities, if there's riots going on in the cities, if the cities are on fire, okay, people are going to become dissatisfied or scared, and they're not going to vote for Trump. Okay, so they allowed these riots to happen. They encouraged them, and what Trump did is he looked back and he said, what, those people in the cities aren't going to vote for me anyway. The people in the countryside, they really don't care too much about the cities. So you know what? I'm going to let them do whatever they want in the cities. And he floated the idea of using the military to try and establish some order. And the Democrats immediately pushed back on that. And basically, what happened was that he said, "Fine, I'm going to back off and let you guys figure it out." So Trump's now in a position to say that, hey, he offered help, they refused it. They made him look like the villain. So he's fully justified in sitting back and letting the Democrats handle the situation. And the Democrats, they're in a position now where they don't know what to do other than to let the riots keep going on. They don't have a solution. Ultimately, I think that Trump is going to come out ahead in the sense that the Democrats in the city at some point are going to get tired of seeing their property destroyed. At some point, because a lot of these riots are happening basically in the poor neighborhoods, but a lot of it is going to spill out into the areas where the rich Democrats are, and they're going to start getting upset. All right, it's going to start costing them. So I think that ultimately they're going to turn against those Democrats that are encouraging these riots. They're going to say, this isn't working out the way it's supposed to work out. But that's where we are. I see both sides engaged in scorched earth tactics. And right now Trump's in a position where he's like, what, you guys, I offered help, you guys didn't want it. You guys figure this out on your own. Let me know if you need help. And I think he's perfectly content to sit back all the way through the election and let those cities burn. I mean, those people aren't voting for him anyway. It's upsetting that a lot of the historical monuments are being destroyed. I mean, that's the only thing that really bothers me with regards to the cities, because But other than that, hey, I'm in the countryside. I mean, are there riots going on in the cities? I don't know. I'm very happy out here. I'm living a beautiful life. So this is only really affecting city people. It's not like there's any food or anything of value actually being created in the cities. So it's not affecting the people in the countryside. This is a city problem, and I'm I'm perfectly content. They can wall off the cities, wall off New York City, wall off Los Angeles, and just let them figure it out by themselves. Within those cities. So, like I said, we are on a path of political destruction. Where the stakes are getting higher and higher. Both sides are willing to let the other side, push the envelope further. It kind of reminds me of the Gracchi revolts in ancient times, which was, I consider I don't know if you guys have studied the Gracchi revolts. About 20 years ago, I was doing a lot of historical studies. The Gracchi revolts was a reform that these two brothers pushed forward to take some of the state-owned lands and redistribute them to the poor people. Okay, but the problem with that is by doing so, it would change the political landscape. Okay, so that's why even a lot of the poor people didn't want this to happen because they were affiliated with certain political sides, and by doing so, it would have changed that political hierarchy. And in Rome, there was this what they called a client-patron system, where basically everybody was loyal to somebody above them, and then there was somebody below them that was loyal to them. So it threatened the whole political system. And what ended up happening is that the two brothers ended up being murdered, and then as a result of that, that led to the dictatorship of Marius and Sulla, and eventually Caesar. Okay, so these are the things, because Caesar didn't just happen overnight. Okay, but started with this simple idea of redistributing the land to help the poor people that basically threatened the political landscape, and it caused absolute chaos. So in the long run, this seemingly good idea ended the Roman Republic. So a couple of things for you guys to think about. If you guys have any questions, comments, put in the comment section. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.